The Bangor Region Chamber of Commerce is pleased to present this recording of an excise tax forum that took place in Bangor on September 23, 2009. The forum consists of 4 panelists, 2 for and 2 against the excise tax question that will appear on the November ballot. The Chamber's goal is to provide open forums to present both sides of issues to fully inform the public on referendum questions. Now let's turn to John Diamond, Chair of the Board of the Bangor Region Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for joining us for this program.
Today's event is one of several that the Bangor Region Chamber will be hosting or supporting over the next few weeks. We have this event on the excise tax ballot question. On October 7th, we'll be having a luncheon that will deal with the issue of the Tabor proposal. That will have a similar panel to this one, and we hope it, like this one, will be recorded for later broadcast on the Time Warner cable channels around the state, as well as some of the other cable channels. So we hope you'll be able to participate in that, or at least attend that event. In addition, we have several communities in the region who will be holding their municipal elections on November 3rd, and they will be hosting candidate nights. We're going to do everything we can to get word out to our members about the candidate nights so that our members are there not only to learn about the candidates and to learn about the issues, but also to better prepare themselves to be strong advocates for the issues of interest to the Bangor region business community and to help promote the quality of life in this region. So you'll be getting email messages from the Chamber on that. I hope that you'll all be able to read them and attend the events. Today, our panel is going to be moderated by Wayne Harvey. Most anybody who is in the Bangor media market knows Wayne. He gets up very early to be the morning anchor of WABI's Channel 5 News. Wayne is from northern Penobscot County, the town of Patten. A lot of people think that Patten is part of southern Aroostook, but no, it is part of Penobscot County, and we will never let it go. Very pleased that he was willing to moderate our panel. So with that, I will turn it over to Wayne Harvey. Thank you all for being here.
Well, thank you very much, John. I appreciate it. A little note first. This is my first one of these that I've done. I appreciate you guys having me here. This is kind of exciting. I love politics and enjoy it. I have a sports background. I love the sports aspect of politics where there's always 2 sides and there's going to be a winner or there's going to be a loser, and normally someone's going to cry. But we have 4 people here today to kind of help us out. They're really the stars of all of this, and they're sitting here in order. I'll kind of introduce them that way. First here on my right is Jeff Herman, who has worked with the Maine Municipal Association since 1988, been the Director of Government Relations since 97. Jeff has also served on many boards in the town of Mount Vernon, where he lives with his family. For the selectman and member of the Budget Committee, currently serves on the Planning Board as well as the Board of Assessment Review. Jeff Herman. In the next seat to his right is Chris Cinquemani. Hopefully I said that right, Chris. Is the chairman of the Yes on 2 More Green Now campaign. He's the Public Affairs Director for Maine Leads, which is an Augusta-based, nonpartisan, not-for-profit citizen group committed to advancing responsible spending, lower taxes, and government transparency in Maine. Previously served as State Director of the No More Than 4 campaign to preserve Maine's term limit law and Communications Director for the 2006 Maine Taxpayer Bill of Rights, Chris Cinquemani. In the next seat is Margaret Peggy Daigle, who has been the City Manager of Old Town since 2004. Prior to that, she was the town or City Manager of communities of Patten, nice town, and Enfield, her hometown of East Millinocket, and Holton as well. She was President of the Maine Municipal Association in '99, served on the Bangor Regional Development Alliance, Bangor Target Area Development Corporation, and on a variety of local boards. That's Peggy Daigle. And the final seat on my far right hand, your far left, is Taryn Bragdon, the Chief Executive Officer of the Maine Heritage Policy Center. Prior to becoming CEO in January 2008, Taryn served 5 years as the Center's Director for Health Reform Initiatives. During 01 and 02, it served as Special Assistant to the President of the Maine Senate, Senator Richard Bennett. In this capacity, he provided policy research, analysis, and advance on a variety of policy areas focusing on healthcare and tax policy as Karen Bragdon. What we're going to do today is we're going to have a number of questions for the panel. They're going to get 3 minutes each, 90-second rebuttal for each one of them if they want to talk about any points that have been brought up. Then we'll move on to the next question, 3 minutes and a 90-second rebuttal for each. The third question, they just have their 3-minute response and answer. That's it. There'll be no rebuttal. After that, we'll open it up for questions from the audience. Because we're taping this, I'm going to give them the microphones. We have good audio for them. I'm going to try to be as loud as possible. If you can't hear me, throw something. That's fine. We understand. But on to the debate. Question reads like this. For November 3rd, question 2 on your ballot. Do you want to cut the rate of municipal excise tax by an average of 55% on motor vehicles less than 6 years old and exempt hybrid and other alternative energy and highly fuel-efficient motor vehicles from sales tax and 3 years of excise tax? So our first question, and we'll go right down the panel as we've introduced them. Jeff Herman will be first. The first question, each of you has a particular perspective and interest on the outcome of this question. Could Jeff, and then down the line, please explain your position on this question and the impact of its passage on the Maine people?
Thank you very much, everybody, for having us at this forum. This is a very vibrant chamber. I've never been to a meeting quite as vibrant as this one, so it's great. And appreciate the opportunity. Work for the Maine Municipal Association. We're an association that represents the interests of municipal government in Maine. We have 2 policy committees that form their positions on initiatives. A legislative policy committee, which is a 70-member committee, 2 municipal officials from each Senate district, and an executive committee of 12 members, all of whom are elected by the select boards and town and city councils throughout the state. And both of those policy committees voted very strongly to oppose both the Excise Tax Initiative Question 2 and the Tabor Initiative Question 4. The Excise Tax Initiative is, unlike Tabor, a very simple initiative with respect to how you can compute the impacts. The financial impacts are very clear, very calculable, and they are, in fact, a 40% reduction in municipal excise tax revenue to every town and city in the state of Maine. That's local revenue that's collected at the local level and used by local governments to plow roads in the winter and repair and maintain roads and bridges in the summer. On a statewide level, municipalities take $205 million in excise tax revenue and put it into local roads. This initiative would reduce that by 40%, which is $84 million. It's a very large sum of money which would be taken out of the municipal revenue stream and become unavailable for the purposes of plowing and repairing and maintaining Maine's local roads and bridges. Towns and cities in Maine maintain and repair and plow 14,000 miles of local roads, 850 bridges, and they further plow 4,000 miles of state roads, state aid roads. So there's a very significant task of transportation infrastructure and transportation repair that falls on municipalities as a matter of state law. And we need money and revenue in order to do that. The reduction of this revenue, this 40% reduction or $84 million reduction, really has only 2 consequences. And it's going to be up to the voters in each municipality to decide which way to go. Either a further reduction in the quality and of Maine's local roads and bridges, or increased real estate property taxes to make up that lost revenue, and in all likelihood, some combination of both of those bad alternatives will be the ultimate result.